Before we start, if you've not already, you want to join the free chat. If you want to download the free DeFi playbook, there's around 70 guys in there now all chatting, getting the toes wet with DeFi liquidity pools. Link in the description for that. And again, if you want to fast track, get yourself up to speed, join the community, want to book a call with the team, link in the description as well. When I first got started in crypto, well, I say when I first got started, I got started in 2017-18 bull run, bought a couple of bad coins, and then, fast forward to 2020, rejoined, and I got into a coin called Cell Token. What was going around YouTube at the time with Cell Token was constant price predictions, and I feel this is what a big thing in crypto is, whether it's when you do a live stream or when it's people searching on YouTube. They've got a coin and they want to know what the price prediction is of the people they watch, so they can start dreaming about the Lambos or whatever. And I had around I've said this before, I had around 5-6k worth of Cell Token, and with that token I bought around $2 something. And I watched one YouTube channel which has now been deleted, and the guy was basically saying that it was going to go to around $250, right? Bear in mind, I've bought it for $2.50, so that's a straight 100x I was looking at, and I was thinking, well, even if it does a 20x, your 20x 5k, boom, you've got 100. So I was thinking, I'm going to be in the money, and I did that with all my other coins, look at the price predictions. But it's the dumbest thing you can do. And again, this is something that I saw in the 2025 bull run last year. And again, side note, was it a bull run? Yes. BTC, Ethereum, Solana, XRP all hit their all-time high in 2025. So yes. But back on track to the point. I always stayed aware in the last 12-18 months about price predictions, because I never did ridiculous ones anyway, but that's all people want to know. And you've got constant updates from people who just cover one coin, that are still trying to sell or dangle that carrot to people that if they buy this coin now, in the future it's going to be XYZ. But we know from this bull run that has just gone that BTC is the one that led the way. Ethereum hits all-time high, but didn't go as crazy as everyone thought. Maybe 10k, 20k people thought. Solana again at a new all-time high, just slightly higher than its last one, even though it did go to like $25 to $250. And everyone, let's be honest with you, got into crypto because they wanted to get ridiculous gains compared to the S&P 500 or savings account, or the AI stocks, or gold or whatever. But if you look in the last 12-18 months, crypto's not done as well as these other assets. So people are leaving quite a lot in crypto, views are down, and people are wondering why they got into crypto in the first place, because they've not got the returns that they were promised, price predictions haven't hit, and what is happening next in crypto is what people want to know. Now, for me personally, that I started the year in 2026 saying that I'm not going to do the same as 2025, with a few caveats. Obviously, if I get some decent gains in the coins, I took profits in 2025 on a few. I mentioned Kita, mentioned Aave, mentioned before like Casper, for example. But I believe that because we've gone past the all-time high of a lot of coins, we're in for a consolidation year, in my opinion. In that consolidation year, I personally don't want to just sit there and do nothing for the whole of the year. Do I want to DCA into coins? Yes, I do. But I don't just want to sit there and wait, because I can't affect the market moving. My wealth in crypto, as you would say, is in other people's hands. Now, with two things in mind. One, having the belief that I do that crypto in the long term is going to keep going up. And I mean crypto as in the top coins, not the coins that are low down, really low market cap, the ones I'm on about. That means that I want to actively DCA in, but also use the coins I've got to generate more of them, ready for long term. I.e., so we've talked about the Ethereum pool that I've set up, that I've tested compared to others, and that I'm slowly scaling up to gain more Ethereum USDC. I've got a Keys pool as well. That's a coin I like. You may not like either of them, that's fine. There's other pools out there for different coins, whether it's Solana, Link, XRP, whatever. And I'm just accumulating more of those coins as well as DCAing into the pools to grow everything long term for the future. And for me, that is a better strategy than just sitting there and doing nothing. I've said before, people have got fatigue about dollar cost averaging into their coins that aren't doing anything, so they don't want to put a penny in more. So that's why a lot of guys and girls are using the existing crypto that they've got to yield more of it, attain more of it, instead of DCAing and, you know, doing nothing. And again, just like people go, I've shared it before in my live streams, people go on the flywheel of doom, where they get into crypto, go into BTC, then they sell it, go into Ethereum, then they sell it, go into something lower cap like Chainlink or lower, then they sell that, go into meme coins or even lower, lose a load of money, then go back into Bitcoin. Now, with me talking about liquidity pools, now with me talking about DeFi, people are doing the same thing, but what they're doing is getting into liquidity pools, quickly chasing the APRs, seeing that they're not as high as they wanted to be, and within a month, they've lost money, they exit it, and then they leave. And everything needs time to understand, to test, to learn, to realize about volumes, daily volumes, which affects the fees. And education is the main thing, in my opinion, in what we teach at the moment, which is the DeFi liquidity pools and crypto in general. You just need to have patience and education. Because if you don't, again, just like back in, you know, whenever it was you got back in crypto, you bulldoze your way in, you buy Bitcoin initially, but before you know it, you're into a meme coin, down a rabbit hole, and you've lost the money that you initially put in. It's the exact same thing. What I find people are doing when they're getting into the liquidity pools that we talk about now, that is what people are doing, just round tripping. So that's all I wanted to touch on really today. Try and ignore the price predictions. Try and, if you want to join us with the mindset for 2026, which is right, let's just get in our heads that we're in for a sideways 2026. The idea this year is to accumulate. There's many different strategies you can use with the liquidity pools. You can take the cash in USDC, spend it, or you can swap it for, you know, BTC if you want, or gain it back in the native asset that you are accumulating. But again, like I said at the start of the video, link if you want to access the DeFi playbook that explains it more in depth. Got the free chat with it. Or if you want to fast track, say 6 to 8 months ahead, join a community of guys. Got a few meetups this year. The guys have just had one in Koh Samui. There's another one in Vegas, and there will be one in the UK as well. So if you want to find out more, link in the description. And that is it for me today.